A look at the Lakers as they get off the team bus after arriving at the arena. Pumped up to go after a road win here tonight. And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Hey, Allie.
Well, we know Anthony Davis is a monster around the rim, but he's looking to expand his comfort zone. He said, quote, "I want to be able to stretch the floor. As a big, that's where the game's going. If I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. No hesitation." Guys, he's got the range.
Oh, no doubt about that, Allie. Thank you. A chance to check out the Los Angeles Clippers' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's LeBron James. Then there's Marc Gasol. And it's Matthews in at the two-guard spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Paul George. Serge Ibaka is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the three slot. And with opening night, Brent, we'll get to see these players going full force.
So much fire in the building when it's the first game of the season. You ramp it up. It's different competition. It's a different level of concentration. And I'm fired up, BA.
And the basket by Leonard.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Now, here is James. Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's Leonard. Pass to George. Fires the three. Gasol grabs the board. Kuzma outside. Here's Matthews. James outside. Here's Matthews. Takes a three. James, that's good.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
Leonard outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Outside Davis. Here's Matthews. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. For three, George. Davis with a rebound. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Kuzma outside. From 8 feet away. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Leonard outside.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Matthews. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Leonard. To win the run, he squares up and sinks it. Leonard's got 5 points.
Now the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot. Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And the Clippers with the ball, following the score by the Lakers. George against James, buries it from three.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Here's Matthews, 5 points in the game.
And what's interesting, BA, is that early in his career, you wondered if Marcus Morris would find his way in this league. And as a tweener forward, it really wasn't until year 6 that he really took off.
And you know, Grant, for a player like Marcus Morris, the game has really pivoted in his direction, I think.
That is so true, BA. And with shooting has never been more in fashion and more important. So with switchability at a premium, his 6'8" height becomes even more of an asset.
That's good from George.
And you wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
No good on the second free throw. The Lakers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Matthews. Again, the Lakers score.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Leonard can't get it to go. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Davis. Fires from deep. They get it back. And it's James with the jam.
You know, LeBron is good at the fundamentals, but just so great at reading where the rebound is coming off and grabs that one for a second chance opportunity.
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. And Leonard with the strong finish.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish. And when you think about load management, of course, Kawhi Leonard in his time with the Spurs got a lot of attention for the amount of time that he needed to recover from injury, and then also the time in between games.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And Kawhi began his career with the Spurs, who were the first to embrace load management. And yet Kawhi's injury rehab was a bone of contention there. Brent, in hindsight, what do you make of that saga?
Well, there's no doubt it changed the fortunes of the San Antonio Spurs and what they were going to be built on for years to come. And a bit uncharacteristic for a franchise who had kept a number of their stars happy for so long.
Here's Morris. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
The Lakers with another miss. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 so far. Kuzma outside. The Lakers with another miss.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Now, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
James outside. Here's Matthews. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. The Clippers have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. George for 3, drains the triple. George has got 9.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
The Lakers shooting the rock around 46% so far. Here's James. Ooh, nice D from George.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Leonard with the ball. Picked up by James. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Lakers trail. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Morris against Davis. Here's Kuzma. The Lakers with another miss.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Rejected by James.
Well, LeBron using his big mitts there. It comes in handy on defense. Getting up there to spike that one away.
It's rebounded by George.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Leonard, left side. Got it from about 16 feet. 12 points for him.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Harrell's checked in for Gasol. Caldwell Pope comes in for Matthews. And it's Schroeder in for Kuzma. You know, something we've seen before and we'll see again this year, Brent, with Giannis. A star from a smaller market, potentially going into free agency. Has to be hard on mid-market teams.
Well, it's hard on mid-market teams to deal with the outside noise that is so prevalent these days around what could happen and where it is that he could be playing. It's so interesting, especially with Giannis himself in terms of his person. You don't hear it from him. And until you do, I wouldn't be worried about it. He loves his situation. He wants this team to grow. He wants to win a championship in Milwaukee. And right now, he's dead set on that.
Now, here is James. 5 points in the game. And he gets that one. James has got 7.
Yeah, hard to stop LeBron from getting in that deep. So the size, the speed, the power, the position. 2 more.
Leonard with the ball. Harrell picks him up. And that one drops for him.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
James outside. Pass to Schroeder. There's the triple. And that's a foul called on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
That should really give him a jolt. I mean, nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Patterson has checked in for Paul George. Here are the Clippers. 11-point game. Leonard for 3. And it's Harrell with a rebound. And for the Lakers, they're shooting only 42% to get this one going. James against Leonard. Goes up. Oh, Leonard with the block.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
A shot from the high post. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
It's James on the wing. Over Leonard. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 9 points in the game.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Back to Beverly. Pass to Patterson. Now Kennard. Shot clock at 5.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Here's Caldwell Pope, defended by Kennard. Now, here is James. The jump hook with the second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. James has got 11 points.
Now, it feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Leonard on the wing. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And James gets it to go.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
The Clippers in the lead. And here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. He buries it from 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Outside Schroeder. And he's going for the lob. Davis misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Now here's Schroeder. 3-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Patterson. 3-pointer off the mark. And the Lakers shooting right around 42% in the first. James passes to Davis. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter here. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Drills it from deep.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Leonard outside. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by 9. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And earlier we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
And that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
That's a big part of their identity, B.A. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing. Oh, man.
Oh!
Well, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
Well, there can't be much question that the role of the traditional big man has changed a lot in this era, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it's incredible how much has changed. No longer the traditional big man playing with your back to the basket, posting up, staying pretty much in the interior. Now, a big man has to be able to play on the perimeter, shoot from the three-point line. They must be mobile, being able to defend, screen and roll, and sometimes even switching against smaller players defensively. So it's incredible how the game has changed, and in particular with the big man. Hey, I'd be a big man in today's game, which is crazy to think.
And for the Clippers, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. to the left side wing. Williams from long range. The rebound by Matthews. The Lakers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That one's off. And he's good on the second. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Kuzma against George. It's good.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Gasol. Back to Kuzma. Gasol, a screen on George. Kuzma. And again, the Lakers, no good.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And the shot goes. The Lakers really having a tough go here. Pass to Caruso. Here's Morris. Now Gasol. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kuzma, that's good.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
And here's Ibaka. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. On target from range.
Well, during his career, Lou Williams has been a decent threat from the three-point line, around 35%. Good at stretching out the court.
Here's Matthews. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Morris, right side.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
For Montrezl Harrell, a second-round pick in 2015, his motor has overcome any lack of size. He said, quote, "I'm not someone who shies away from contact or tries to make the game pretty. I have the mindset of being a dog. I put myself up against anybody there is. I don't care who." Guys, no fear there.
Well, you got to like that attitude, Allie. Thanks. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
And that one misses.
There's just been so many years of production from Serge Ibaka. He has been a double-digit scorer for almost his entire career, and surprisingly has never made an all-star team.
Going inside, here's Caruso. The shot off that time. Ooh, great D that time from Ibaka. Outside, Williams. The 3-ball. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now. Ibaka, a player you're surprised never got an all-star invite.
B.A., I'm shocked. He's been on the cusp several times, but never got there. Regardless, he's always been central to a team's success. Hard to replace a guy in your lineup who gives you so much like Ibaka.
And he recovers it. Morris can't hit. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-6 run. Kicks it to George. The 3, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this. They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
The Clippers on D. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Clock at 6. The Clippers have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Morris finds Gasol. Now here's Kuzma. He's got 5. Goes back up. And it's Gasol with the bucket inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ibaka with a screen on Kuzma to the middle. And the jam by Ibaka.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
George, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Kuzma drives in. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Batum's shot is off. Well, the Lakers shooting only 34% in this one. Pass to Matthews. They set a pick. Takes it inside. Inside. Morris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Morris. Well, Grant, you won 2 titles at Duke. Now, there used to be a sense that Duke players didn't translate to the NBA, but you helped change all that, and that's certainly not the case anymore.
You know, B.A., it is incredible to see the amount of players in today's game who've come from Duke and are doing fantastic. I mean, I think it really started with Kyrie Irving as the first pick in the draft in 2011. And in the last 10 years, the number of players who've come in and made an impact right away, players like Jason Tatum, last year's most improved Brandon Ingram, of course, Zion Williamson, everyone's favorite rookie from last year. So there's a lot of talent in the NBA, and Duke is certainly well represented. It's fun to see.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And he sinks the second.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
The Clippers have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Fires the 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Matthews. Morris with it. Harrell with it. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And for the Clippers, their shooting has been great this game, 58%. And the jam by Ibaka.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. So for the Clippers, Patterson has checked in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Paul George. And it's Beverly in for Williams. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Matthews. And the free throw, no good. The Lakers shooting just 33% so far in this game. Schroeder. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Patterson. From outside, off the mark. Davis from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists in the game. And Leonard, here we go. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And to think, B.A., last season, Kawhi Leonard recorded the first triple-double of his career. Now, as great as he is, it's surprising to me that it took him 9 seasons to get one. But his passing has now reached another level.
And the first one at the line is good. And to your point, Grant, last season, far and away, the most assists per game of Kawhi's career.
No question, B.A. No, we're used to thinking of him more as a play terminator than a playmaker. And with this high efficiency and low turnovers, there's no problem with that. But he wants to be great in all facets of the game.
And Leonard drops them both.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Back to James. Davis with a screen on Leonard. And slam dunk by James.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Davis from long range. And another 3 for the Lakers.
That's an impossible shot to guard. Davis got the ball and just rises up for the jumper there. The D has to be frustrated.
Pass to Leonard. Over James. James with the block. And there's the lob. And finished off by Davis.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Leonard against James. Leonard can't get it to go.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Intelligent play there by Davis. He knows he has the defense on their heels as soon as he gets the ball that close to the rim.
That free throw good from Davis. Well, Grant, we've seen these players take a bigger stand and have a bigger voice now in helping shape public policy, and you yourself have been a part of that. Talk about what that's meant to you and the importance of making your voice heard.
Yeah, B.A., it's been so important to me. I've tried to live my adult life, my public life, exercising the power of my voice. And as I look to today's players, they have taken that and run with it. With the advent of technology and social media, players in all sports and from all over the world understand the power of the voice and are willing to use that to speak out on all types of social issues. We saw that last year with the NBA bubble in Orlando. It really speaks of how today's players have evolved into more than just an athlete.
And he makes it. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
Here's Beverly. The 3 is up. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to James. Back to Schroeder. Lets it fly. Tries again. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
1:36 left in the first half. Jacks up a three, knocks down the triple, and the Clippers lead by 17.
Great sign when Patterson's connecting from deep. Everything for this offense starts to loosen up.
Here's James, and slams dunked by James.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Kennard into the lane, and Davis with the block.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Here's James, lets it go from deep, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. From 13, no good off the back of the rim.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Here's Harrell. Offensive board. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And here's Leonard.
Great contest from AD there. Always a legitimate threat to throw it back.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Clippers on top, up 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Shaquille. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Clippers?
The Claw is stealing the show, proving the value of load management. He's been explosive, playing with high energy, playing at an MVP level. Wow, the Claw.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And for the Lakers, they're shooting around 41%. And so in the game for the Lakers, Anthony Davis is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Matthews in at the 2. Kuzma. That three's off the mark.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Man, good whistle there.
The first free throw is good. George hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to James. Here's Matthews. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Here's Matthews. Give him 8. James, a screen on Leonard. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Batum's shot is off. The Lakers have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. James finds Gasol. And slam dunk by James.
LeBron James, here's the report, Kevin, still athletic.
Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Lakers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. A nice shot by Morris.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
James passes to Kuzma. Here's Matthews. Gets the 3 ball to go. Matthews got 11 points.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And really strong at the line since the break.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. It's James on the wing. And there's the drive. And slam dunk by James.
Somebody didn't get the memo. You left a clear lane for LeBron James.
Now Leonard. That's 29 for him. Banked it in off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Timeout called, the Lakers. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Ooh, poked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. James double teamed. Here's Kuzma. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George outside. Knocked away. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marc Gasol. That's his first foul. Davis against Morris. George, a screen on Kuzma. Knocked loose. Just 5 on the clock.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. George against James. From 13. Rebound, the Lakers. James has got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Matthews. Let's go with a 3. And the Lakers get it back. The 3. Doesn't go that time. The Clippers shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Here's Matthews. Leonard defending. Matthews' shot is good.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Now here's Leonard. Give him 31 now.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, this season started later out of necessity, but there's been talks of permanently pushing the schedule back. Avoiding overlap with football would be a plus, but on the other hand, guys, the players who are parents, they want summer breaks with their kids too.
Yeah, that's a lot to consider, Allie. Good stuff there. We'll see how it shakes out. Shoots from 12. Batum's shot is off.
Well, with nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Pass to Matthews. Here's Davis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Davis has got 19 points.
Yeah, you think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length and use his size and get another rebound.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting a low 29% since halftime. Leonard against James. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
That's good from George. Williams is checked in for the Clippers. George hits them both. James with the ball. 21 points in the game. Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
Here's Caruso. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. Williams in the post. Check by James. And the jam by Ibaka.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
James with the ball. Guarded now by George. James goes in. Yep, that one goes. James has got 6 in the quarter.
That will help them. Now is the time to get aggressive. They need to keep feeding him the ball and let him go to work.
Yikes, nothing but air on that one. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. For the Clippers, Zubats comes in for Ibaka, and it's Beverly in for Morris. Harrell's checked in for the Lakers. Schroeder comes in for James. And no luck that time either. The Clippers have gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. And here's Zubats. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Zubats has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Schroeder on the take. Some solid defense from Williams.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
George. And George with the jam.
Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
You know, Grant, Pat Beverly said he's trying to be the best defender on the planet. And the way he competes, I believe him.
I believe it too. I mean, this young man from Chicago spent 5 years fighting and scrapping overseas. Defense became his meal ticket. But even in the NBA, he's never lost that chip on his shoulder.
Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Leonard. Leonard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the claw using those broad shoulders and those hands, snatching that one down, wasting no time going back up.
Pulls up, high post. Shot's good by Schroeder.
And you see the confidence, not shy at all about rising up from mid-range.
Pass to Zubats. It's George on the wing. With the drive. And George with the jam.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handles.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. That's good from George. Here's Schroeder. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Morris. From deep three-point range. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Harrell. Schroeder's got his 2nd basket on the night. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Outside, Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And for the Lakers, they're shooting 35% in the third quarter. Here's Caruso. Pass to Schroeder. Now Beverly. George outside. Ooh, Harrell with the denial.
Oh, size and reach and timing. That's all Montrezl Harrell there, throwing that one out.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Morris. Harrell with it. Guarded now by George. 4 on the clock. Harrell the screen. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Kennard, he's checked in for George. The Lakers also with a sub. LeBron, he's checked in for Caruso. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And just incredible timing and defensive awareness. I mean, when you face a defender that can reject you like this, it can alter your entire approach.
1:27 left in the third quarter. Pass to Williams. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And it's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
We watch LeBron and we marvel at him, but how hard that LeBron James works at his craft and continues to push the bar for himself physically is one of the things that you have to appreciate the most.
Bell, he's checked in for Morris. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Beverly outside. Williams from long range.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
James outside. They set the pick. From the top of the key, it's rebounded by Zubac.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams finds Kennard. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to James. Over Kennard. Here's Harrell. Oh, missed the dunk at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers on top. They lead by 18. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slots. Patrick Beverly out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
It's remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard, with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
Well, Grant, one area where we've seen great advancement is how we're seeing injuries treated. The rehabbing of these injuries and the speed in which players are coming back is unprecedented.
It really is, BA, and certainly I've experienced my fair share of injuries. And over the last 20-plus years, the advancement and not only treating injuries, but preventative measures so you don't get hurt. And so teams now, whether it's load management, understanding the importance of nutrition, rest, recovery, all of these things factor in to the sophistication level now that's applied to players. And so, in a way, I wish I was 25 right now in today's NBA with all the technology and sophistication available to teams.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Kuzma, the pass to Davis. Pass to Matthews. Blocked! And they're on the break. Rejected by James. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. The Clippers making a switch here. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Leonard outside. Here's Matthews. Beverly defending.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Grant, there was so much going on in the country last summer, and we saw a lot of NBA players at the forefront of activism.
NBA, it was really special to see these young players using their voice, using their resources, making a difference. Not just shining light on all the challenges that we're facing, but really being proactive in their efforts. Organizing, being on the front lines, working with organizations to try to make a difference. I was impressed with the activism. I was impressed with the leadership from these NBA players. And if you noticed, athletes from other sports followed the lead of these players from the NBA.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. George passes to Leonard. Into the lane. Oh, how can you fly? Impressive! Wow!
There's so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
James finds Kuzma. They grab their own miss. Davis. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Ibaka with a screen on James. Ooh, stolen by Gasol for the finish. And slam dunk by James.
Love how quickly the King got out there. The first 2 steps getting that break started.
Here's Leonard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Yeah, LeBron showing all the ways that he can dominate a game here on another level in this one.
Leonard double team. Over to the wing. Here's Ibaka. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now. Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Pass to James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
George passes to Ibaka. Now here's Leonard. George with it. Checked by James. Here's Batum. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Kuzma. From the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Here's Leonard. Yes, it's good. Leonard's got 42 in the game.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
James, right side. Got a hand on it. Leonard with the ball. Here's Morris. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Here's Matthews. And no good. Good work defensively by Leonard. From 18 feet away, George, no good. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Matthews. Back to James. And the playoffs in the bubble, Brent, felt a little different than past years. It felt like a completely wide open field.
He had a lot of teams, I think, BA, that had young stars that were trying to take the leap and make the next step. You think about the Nuggets and Murray. You think about the Celtics with Tatum and Brown. I mean, there were many stories around that. And along with the atmosphere just being completely different, I think that opened up the type of competition that we saw in Orlando.
James against George. And then Gasol with the jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
James against George. Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Ibaka's shot is off. And the Lakers shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Here's Matthews. 3-pointer, no good.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Ibaka with a screen on Kuzma. And the jam by Ibaka.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
James can't get it to go.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
They get the rebound. Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Matthews. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Here's Caruso. High arcing shot and finished off by Davis.
I like it when AD starts to step on the gas pedal offensively. He starts to feel like nobody can stop him, and he very well might be right.
Pass to Oturu. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one. Here's Caruso. Here's McKinney. Oh, there's the alley! And finished off by Davis.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Morris. Hits a three-pointer. Morris has got 8 points in the quarter.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Here's Caruso. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
There's a screen. Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Outside Davis. Here's Caruso. Davis drawing the double team. 5 to shoot from behind the arc. Caruso misses. The Clippers shooting a terrific 56% so far in the fourth quarter. Outside, Williams.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Pass to man. Here's Oturu. Well, Grant, you played when teams didn't have a sophisticated method of managing players' minutes. I want to hear the Grant Hill thoughts on load management.
Well, I'll tell you what, B.A., load management is the new wave in the NBA, and that is so valuable and important to a team. You factor in 82 games, travel, getting in late at night on the road, guys working out year-round. It's so important to think big picture as players go throughout their career. So load management, the sophistication that's applied now is so important and critical, and I'm a little jealous. I wish they had that back when I played.
Having players available in crunch time and extending careers. It's Williams, high post. Shot to end the cold streak. That one a little long. And for the Lakers, they're shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Morris, he's checked in for Davis. We've got 33 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Batum. George left side, the 17-footer, and it's in, off the glass.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, you got to put a body on Bell. You just have to, or you risk these kind of plays.
George outside, so no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Thank you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everyone.